welcome back to my channel. So I kind of disappeared off of the face of YouTube for about 5 weeks because I have just been travelling all around Europe. I say all around Europe, a lot of places in Europe and in the UK, and I got back 2 days ago and I am so jet lagged. It's not even midday and it feels like it should be about 5 p.m. now, so like I am so out of whack. But anyway, so I just got home and I thought I would do a chatty unpack with me because I need to unpack and I want to tell you all about my holiday, so why not do it all together? And if you're thinking, oh my god, Maddie, that looks like a mess, you would be completely right. That's only half of my suitcase. I have taken a few things out to give like my parents gifts and stuff, but the rest is all in here and it all needs to be put away and most of it needs to be washed, so this is great. Also, don't mind my hair, I just washed it today and it is still drying, so it's not ratty, it's just wet. So I'm just going to take things out of my suitcase. I'm going to make piles of washing, stuff that needs to be put away. I'm going to talk through a few bits and pieces, but obviously like all of the clothes and stuff you might not really be that interested in. If you are, I'm happy to go into a more detailed video of what I brought with me, what I would recommend to bring, I don't know why I'm using this to point, and what I would leave behind next time if I went again. But I'm just going to pull everything out because I've got 2 sides of a suitcase and currently you can only see one side and it's already piling up. So I had this trip planned for a couple of months before I even went away, and it is the best thing I have ever done. Like, I'm honestly not kidding. I would not change this experience for the world. It's the best thing I've done in my whole life, and if you're thinking about going to Europe, or like if you're thinking about traveling and going anywhere, do it because you will not regret it. Like, it is the best thing I have ever done. Okay, so this is a good point to start. So for this trip, I went with a company called Topdeck. Now this is my Topdeck hoodie. You can choose to purchase a personalised hoodie if you do go on a trip with this company, but honestly, if you're going to travel through Europe and you're going by yourself, I went with friends, but still, like, if you're going by yourself and you want to make friends while you're away, one of the best ways to do it is to go on a tour. I have made some amazing friends through this tour. A lot of them coincidentally live in Australia, but some of them also live in places like New Zealand, America. There's people who have family in England. Like, I have places to stay all over the world now, and like that's just crazy. So if you're thinking about going away and doing this trip but you're not really sure if you want to do a tour or not, there's a lot of videos on YouTube that people have done about like how their tours went and stuff. I'm hoping to do one as well, and I watched a lot of them before I went on this tour, but having done it now, I can say hand on heart, which side of my heart, on my left side, hand on heart, that it is the best thing I have ever done in my whole life, and I have absolutely no regrets. And I was terrified before I went because it's such a scary concept, being away overseas. You don't know anywhere you are, you don't know what you're doing, you don't even have to worry about it on a tour. I woke up a lot of the time, I didn't even remember what country I was in. Like, it's bliss. I should have thrown these out, but I found it way too funny that these broke while I was away. Somebody stood on them on the beach and one of the lenses fell out. But I think it's probably about time that these go in the bin. So let's see. Missed. So the particular tour that I did with Topdeck was called the Timeless Trail, Timeless Travel, like explorer trip. It went for 22 days and there were people that did a shorter amount of time or did a longer amount of time. So I know people that were on there for about 7 days, some people that were on there for 14, some people that were on there for 37, and I sat in the middle at about 22 days. And that took me from London through France or Paris, so like the specific locations. It took me from London to Paris to the Swiss Alps to Barcelona, Avignon, Rome, Verona, Venice, Athens, Mykonos. Like, it went basically the bottom half of Europe. And there are some places that like I wish I could have gone to, such as like Amsterdam, Germany. I don't know, I'd like to go everywhere, but that just was not possible. It costs a fortune to go to Europe. But yeah, so we went through all of these places in Europe and they were so incredible. One thing that I have been asked a lot since I got back was which was my favourite place. Now, it sounds so damn cliche, but I don't have a particular favourite place. I enjoyed bits and pieces of everywhere. However, if I were to go back, places that I would prioritise going to would be places such as Mykonos. I'd love to go back to Avignon. It's like, if you haven't heard of Avignon, it's literally a city that is like walled. I got told about why while we were on the tour, but I'd have to look it up now to see why, to be completely honest, because it slipped my mind. But it is such a gorgeous city. We were only there for a night and I like fell in love with it immediately. Also, Nice in Paris is incredible. I would love to go back there. I would love to go back everywhere, but at the moment my bank account does not allow for that, so we gotta wait a little while and then we'll see. But the plan is to definitely go back to at least 80 or 90% of the places that I went to while I was away. Also, I went to Primark and I got these earrings and they were £1.50. Like, if I were to buy those in Australia, would have cost me like $10 for 2 hoops. So England really coming through with those cheap prices. Like, yes, huns, I love you for that. Panadol, that definitely came in handy a few too many times on the trip. Right, now this is a side of my suitcase where it could get a little bit interesting because this is literally all of my clothes. Washing. I think pretty much everything in this packing cube is also washing. Also, tip, like, this is the best thing that I brought with me. This is a microfiber towel. This is actually massive, this one. This was from Kmart. It is huge, like actual towel size. This is a lifesaver. If you're going away and you're like, oh, I need to bring a towel, but it's going to bring up too much space and blah, 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 go get yourself a microfiber towel. Because all of my friends had one and honestly, like, best thing I took with me on the trip. It's honestly just quite sad looking at how big the pile of washing is. I love travelling, but when you come home, it's the worst part because you're sad that you're home, you'd wish you were still away, and then this happens. We love travelling, we love travelling, we love travelling, we love travelling. I brought these with me, my sandals. Also, look how flat they are from being in my suitcase. Oh my god. And I was like, I'm gonna wear these all the time. I didn't wear them once. Like, really, before you go away, think about what you're gonna wear, because the only time I touched these was when I was repacking my suitcase and went, oh, I can jam these in somewhere. That was literally the only time that I touched them while I was away. Can you believe that these were clean before I left? Because neither can I. Yeah, that was also something really cool that I did while I was away. So we made really, really, really good friends on the tour that we were on. So good that we booked a spontaneous flight. And when I say spontaneous, I mean we booked it 2 days before we left, from London to Hungary, Budapest, to go and surprise our friends. And I know I said before that I didn't have a favourite place, and that's still true. I didn't have a favourite place. I loved everywhere. But the highlight of the trip would have had to be that random flight from London to Budapest. Like, that was the best part of the trip by far. Seeing the faces of our friends when we got to surprise them, like, I mean, just look at my face. It says it all. Like, it was hands down the best part of the trip. Oh, I just want to go back so bad. So that is it. My suitcase is empty and I am so sad because I just want to go away again. So thank you for watching. If you want to hear a more in-depth, like, detailed description of my holiday, let me know. I'm happy to do a video on that because I want to relive everything just as much as you may want to hear about everything. Also, if you want to see some of the souvenirs I bought, such as a little something from Harry Potter, or, you know, all the little places that I went to here and there. I've also collected an abundance of key rings, so if you'd like to see those I'm sure you don't want to see those, but I literally have like 20 key rings, then feel free to leave a comment below. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go and do a massive load of washing, and yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.